Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, November 20th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 81. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll talk about the latest LSU coaching search rumors, Lane Kiffin, where does he end up, and we'll give you a first look at Saints versus Falcons. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from Pro Dreams, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Welcome back in. What hour is this? 2? Mm-hmm. Hour 2, OTB here live from Pro Dreams in Baton Rouge. We told you about the Marucci's Hitter House, and they've got their warehouse sale coming up. I want to make sure you get the dates on that. That is November the 28th through December the 14th, right there at Marucci, right off Segan on McCann Drive there. 5817 is that address. Huge discounts, gift card bonuses, and all of that going on. And look, while you're there, I mean, might as well get some swings in. So go ahead and go be a part of the
membership.
Hitter's House. Get a membership. I know the Hester boys always trying to go take a few hacks there at the Hitter's House. So again, November the 28th through December the 14th, and even adults, Matt.
Yeah,
you can go get a bat. You know, see what you still got.
Why not?
I mean, I've seen you slow pitch softball, not a bad swing, so go ahead.
Oh yeah, I can smash it a little bit. No big deal. My rookie year in Green Bay, won the Donald Driver charity softball game home run derby. Not a huge deal. Still got the trophy. Oh, guess what? Second year in the league, won it again. So not a big deal. You know, there's a lot of...
You got to know that I'm not just some guy.
You got to know I'm not just some guy. So, you know, there's a lot of... I'm talking to you guys out there. There's a lot of people that like to relive the glory days through their children over with travel baseball or whatever. Well, You know what? Stop yelling at them and go see what you got. Get in the cages.
Okay.
See if you still got the swing.
It's funny that you mentioned that, okay, because, yes, and it's like... So your kid can yell at you, get your shoulder up. Because when Flynn and I played in the flag football game a couple of months ago, one of the things that I told Matt after the game, I said, you know what? For the rest of the year, I don't think I'm going to yell at anybody for missing a flag. It's way harder to pull that flag than I thought it really was. I'm grabbing shorts. I'm grabbing shirt. I can't grab the flag. So I was like, you know what?
Especially when the ball carrier gets real hippie.
Yeah. It's a good example of until you try it yourself, you should probably just be quiet.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
to go do it, Hitter's House.
That's going to be me.
I want to change my Brandon Cooks answer.
All right, sure. Go ahead.
Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my choice there. I would call it shite at receiver right now. A contender, certainly. Get plug and play in a veteran offense with a veteran quarterback, with a veteran head coach.
Yeah.
Let's see some invisible bow and arrows up in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. For that, this whole deal. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. He's no longer a New Orleans Saint, and now they got to find enough receivers to go put out there on the field. Because it is going to be – and that is another thing, like, to get into it a little bit. That's another thing, like, whichever quarterback it was, Rattler or Shuck, like, whoever was playing right now, and you're trying to see, you know, if it's going to be the quarterback of the future, man, you're kind of handcuffing him a little bit with 11 personnel right now that you're rolling out there.
Yeah.
It's not
tough.
great.
It'd be challenging.
I mean, I know they're probably going to play a little bit more 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, get Foster and Juwan Johnson in there, but still, like, you're handcuffing whichever young quarterback would have been in there.
That's right. It'll be a great victory Monday coming up for the Saints against all odds.
We're playing, we're playing a bad team.
Jordan had also asked me a little bit about Aaron Rodgers at the break. I think this is his last run or whatever, dealing with they left. Is it a wrist injury? Is it a wrist? Broke it?
No, it's your friend.
So broke his non-dominant, so his non-throwing hand. And a lot of people have mixed opinions, mixed feelings about Aaron Rodgers, but there's one thing you can't argue with, and that dude is tough as nails. Old school football player toughness. And I don't know if it's going to be his last year or not. I know he certainly told us it was, I believe, in the offseason. He told everybody it was like, I'm going to come back for 1 year and this is it, blah, blah, blah. He was pretty loud about that. But the way they kind of started off the season with momentum, they had a huge lead in that division. Now they've lost some games and they hadn't looked great the last couple of weeks, but they're still leading their division. The Steelers were like, man, we want him to come back. Let's run this thing back. Blah blah blah. He's been great been a great teammate, and everybody says he's a bad teammate except for his teammates, type of deal. I applaud him because of the old school toughness. He doesn't have his fastball like he wants to. He can still spin it with the best of them, but of course he's, a billion years old, out there playing. But he is this old school tough. He's going to do everything. I saw a funny meme about, we're definitely going to see Percocet Aaron this week for sure, because he's done that. He has done whatever it takes throughout his career to play, whether it's injured, whether he should be, whether he's got to do stuff that the doctors don't know about, whatever it is. He's just the kind of guy that is going to go out. He's going to get carried off on his shield, and that's just the type of mentality he's got. He got that old school toughness. So excited to watch, to see what happens, if he plays, if he doesn't. So we'll see. But I don't know. If they make a playoff run, I don't know.
If there was ever a team that he would try everything he possibly could to be back for in a road game where he gets to go to their venue, it'd be the Chicago Bears.
It's this week. It's the Chicago Bears.
Like, every time I hear y'all kind of talk about y'all's time in Green Bay, a Bears story's coming because, that was, that was your rival.
Yep.
They had, they had great defenses,
moments.
too.
Of course, he's had so many great moments with the Bears. I think it's the oldest rivalry in the NFL. Played the most amount of times. And just absolutely, in Aaron's time in Green Bay, dominated that series. There was one time where we beat them in 4 times in one calendar year. We beat them, I think it was 2010. We played them last game of the season, which was January 1st. January 1st. We beat them then. Then we beat them in the playoffs. And then the following year, in that same calendar year, we beat them both times during the regular season. So I don't know if that's ever been done, but, beat the same team 4 times in one calendar year.
4 times.
Uh-huh. And, of course, famously, people said that Aaron has ownership of the Bears.
Yes.
So if there was a week, you are absolutely right. Besides trying to get healthy and play Green Bay or something like that, or play the Jets,
right?
It would be Chicago for sure.
I still think it'd be Chicago even over maybe the Jets.
I'll be shocked if he doesn't figure out a way. He might have a club on his left hand. Who knows? With little tiny fingers sticking out.
Yeah.
You never know.
That'd be tough to play quarterback with a club.
Well, Rivers had the same type of old school toughness mentality. I'm gonna get carried out on my shield for sure. Because I remember him handing the ball off with his right hand because he couldn't hand it off with his left hand.
Yeah. Phillip played in the AFC Championship game against the Patriots in 2007 with no ACL. He tore his ACL in the divisional round against the Colts.
Yeah.
They went in on Monday and cleaned it up around the ACL, had a minor surgery.
Yep, just get in there.
And then closed it back up.
Yep.
Had no ACL, wore a brace, and played in that game with a torn ACL. Mm-hmm. So, they're both a little different.
ACLs are overrated,
I actually want to go back and see how he played. I wasn't there yet. I just remember they always talked about it because I got there the next year. Mm-hmm. Go back and see how he actually played in that game.
Yeah, but did you do good?
Because not that
I know you did play, but should you have played?
Because Billy Volek came in the divisional round against the Colts on the road and I think Billy V led them to victory. Like, I think it was tied or something when he came in, and he led the game-winning drive. So, can't really imagine playing without an ACL.
I looked up when I watched this game. I watched a play of this LSU Ole Miss game from 17. It's the first time I've looked up in about 10, 15 minutes. Power.
Dude, if you look down
And they got 4.
and look back up, you're going to see a power. Oh, they only lost 24-21. I didn't realize that. Is that right?
Got to make sure you look up a credible source like ESPN.
Oh, they played so many times. Oh, AFC Championship game. I'll find that. Oh, no, it's 21-12 that year. So they played back-to-back years in the playoffs. Yeah, they lost 21-12. Philip did not have a great day that day. No ACL game did not.
It's weird that sometimes you might need an ACL
you
to
might
play
need an
well.
ACL. 19 of 37, 211 through the air, no tuds, 2 interceptions.
All right.
LT didn't play that day either. He only had 2 carries. It's not good going into New England with your quarterback with no ACL and your Hall of Fame running back hurt and going against Tom Brady. Now, Brady threw 3 interceptions that day too, though. So
He sucks.
yeah, who's that guy? I bet they run power.
Oh, my God. So I'm watching this game. So
Get in there, J.D. Moore. I told you. Told you.
Instead of the clap count, they did the hand down between their legs.
Yeah. Look at that. J.D. Moore touchdown. I told you.
Let's go, J.D.
Bring him back.
Bring him back.
Any eligibility left?
Play fullback.
And tight end. Mainly tight end. All right.
Well,
We're going to take a break. Want to remind you, though, about the deal going on here at Pro Dreams. Today only, 20% off your entire order when you go to pro-dreams.com by using promo code Hester and Flynn. So you should do that.
do it. Do it.
More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to SupremeRice.com, SupremeRice.com. That is the website for, well, you guessed it, Supreme Rice. And you can check out all the different versions that they have. Medium grain, long grain, jasmine, which is a personal favorite of Flynn and I. Actually, you kind of dabble in jasmine. You prefer the medium grain, but you respect the jasmine.
I respect the hell out of some jasmine
Exactly.
rice.
You can get it at SupremeRice.com. You can get it at your local AG food store, including Rouse's. You can come hang out with us tomorrow and pick up your jasmine rice while you're hanging with us at Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. SupremeRice.com.
That's right, Supreme Rice. Every bite that you take at Supreme Rice goes and supports Louisiana agriculture. It is all born right here, grown, born, milled, whatever it is, packaged right here in Louisiana. So when it comes to cooking in Louisiana, we do not do average, we do Supreme. So whether you're cooking up jambalaya for the tailgate, red beans on Monday, or a family feast on Sunday, Supreme Rice always cooks it up light, fluffy, and full of that home ground taste that we all love. So go check it out. Local Rouse's, whatever your local grocery store, make sure you're getting Supreme Rice.
– 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Television, shouty, I'm never slipping. Got the Beretta and vision, and ready to pop the clipping, ready to get the tripping, ready to show these folks a celebrity. Pistol with him, stolen automobile, the roof and the tag missing. Police.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Pro Dreams in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Already hour number 2.
Hey, I think, you know what? We are in the second segment of hour number 2, and we made it all the way here without talking about the coaching search.
Oh, we did.
That's a pretty big deal,
Good
y'all.
for us.
Pretty
That's
big
a
deal.
huge deal. You're welcome, Baton Rouge and Louisiana, all over the world, really.
Yeah.
So my bad.
Yeah.
Well, we did talk about it for about 3 hours on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll bring it up because I'm
The lane plane.
oh my gosh, hiding in the bushes.
Where is he?
Where's the plane?
How are the flight trackers this week?
I don't know.
Are we studying like bus routes too? Train stations? All forms of transportation? Never know. What?
How do people find out where people's planes are?
Because they're huge dorks.
Well, no, not the kind of person it takes to do it. I knew that answer. I'm just talking about like it's like a website. I'm guessing.
Tail numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I heard that on Sunday or Monday, one of the flight track websites that does track private planes actually crashed because there's so many dorks out there looking at it.
It crashed. The website?
Not the plane. The
no.
Plane's
Look,
fine.
I don't like small planes already, so don't be saying. But you know what? I mean, and then we not only have like
must have been a bad server though.
We not only like have that like where it's at or whatever, but like who was on the plane, and we're giving these people's like first and last names, and they were on the plane, and they brought their 2 kids apiece. I'm like, wow, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No, you're not crazy for thinking that, buddy.
It's like
because I think it too. Maybe we're both crazy for thinking that.
Maybe we are. Like I get like you want to report it, okay? But it's like it was this person, their date of birth is this, and their social is here.
So you have to have a tail number to be able to track it. But then I think you can track like all flights as well. You can track like where they took off from. So I think a lot of people connect dots. Like, oh, there was a flight yesterday. There was 2 flights from Oxford, Mississippi to Baton Rouge, blah, blah, blah. They can do all that. So you connect a lot of dots. And then when you hide in the bushes and you get that Bigfoot type quality video.
Real grainy.
Of somebody's like potentially somebody's child walking off of a plane. That's when you know. That's when you know Lane's coming here.
It's like Santa Claus.
Yeah. I saw a reporter did try to trick him yesterday because they've asked him the question probably like as many times as they can or many different ways. And they're like, so how'd your family feel about their trip to Baton Rouge and Gainesville last week?
I think it was Wilson that asked that from the Advocate. I'm pretty sure it was.
They almost got him. Lane was like, I'm not going to ask that. I understand you got to ask it and I respect it, but I'm not going to answer it.
Yeah.
So how do you think he's doing? Like in the court of public opinion right now. So he's doing all the right things. It seems like for the guys in the building.
Yeah.
What it seems like he comes on the Pat McAfee show and he brings in a player every week, and they seem to be happy. But he is like indirectly but directly not answering anybody's question over. It's like as each day goes by where he's not giving affirmation to the Ole Miss fan base and the powers that be there. Like I don't care if you do yoga with the AD at 6 a.m. That's what he said in the Pat McAfee show. That doesn't mean you're still going to be their coach. But the more time goes by, does the percentage that he leaves, does that grow? Does it get greater? Or do you think he's like really so focused on his team that he just wants to like shut it away for right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that you can shut it away. Now, football is completely different than when we played because there's so much information out there to where when we played, it was like if it wasn't on the TV, you didn't hear about it.
Yep.
I mean, and if you did hear about it, it was like days later, because like there wasn't social media. There was just Facebook, and like Facebook wasn't that back then. Like you weren't, you had to have a college email address to even get on Facebook back then. So the access is obviously different. But still, there's probably like a portion of players that, they hear it and they're paying attention to it. But where they're at right now, like they're still like main point of focus is on their team and what they're doing right now. Now, they also have like a bye week. So, I mean, they're probably worried about like a lot of other things. And I say that because it's not like it used to be where if you're a freshman, this is going to be my coach for the next 3 years. This is going to be my coach for the next 2 years, however old you are.
Yep.
Because they're like, I don't know if I'm going to be here in 2 years. I don't know if I'm going to be here in 3 years. Like, I don't know. Like,
maybe they're all just happy because they're like, well, I love Lane. I'm about to put on that Florida helmet next year.
Very easily.
Easily.
That's why we talked about it like with Kenny Dillingham, and they were like the rumor that Sam Levitt like potentially was going in the portal. It's like, what? Hold up, is this like a package deal? Like, if you get one, do you get the other? Yeah, I mean, there'd be some of that as well.
And that is the basis of them not wanting, trying to give him the ultimatum heard around the world, but maybe was or wasn't. Who knows if it actually happened? But the reason for that is because you don't want to coach in your team that is going to be another coach for another team in a month, because he can do all those things.
Yeah,
like whisper to the player, "Hey, I'm about to leave. You want to come?" All those things can happen. So, which is why I think everybody understands, if Ole Miss did make an ultimatum, that they did. So, what do you think? What do you think?
Which
about this
portion of it?
Well, I mean, let's get past Lane. We've talked enough Lane.
Yeah.
So all this other stuff. I know you kind of created some sort of kerfuffle on the interwebs yesterday. Not even defending this guy, just asking a reasonable question. Why LSU fans?
LSU and Florida fans.
Eli Drinkwitz so much.
Yeah. I'm trying to go back right now.
And I understand. So if we remove the comment from last week's comment he made about, you can't expect to make the playoffs every year, was a beta comment. It was a weak comment, a comment that you don't expect. And I don't think that it was probably a throwaway comment to him. He was probably like annoyed by a reporter or annoyed by like a line of questioning that he had been getting. And he was just trying to shut this person up. And I get it, but out of context, like it's a quote that you won't be able to escape from on a fan base that is looking to bring a new head coach in. And it's a bad look for him, right? But outside of that, I can't think of any negative about Eli Drinkwitz.
Yeah, and so, all I did out there, because somebody put out, it was Chris from SEC Unfiltered. He said Jeff Landry may have to change his identity if LSU lands Eli Drinkwitz instead of Lane Kiffin. And all I said was, I don't get why everyone hates on Drink. It makes zero sense to me. And it wasn't like, you got to hire him. He's got to be the guy. And look, I am biased in my answer because I know Eli on a personal level. But I was like, I just don't get it. I mean, and I knew as soon as I did it, every LSU fan or Florida fan has the graphic of his record against ranked opponents. And I knew it was coming. But also, like, he is 28-8 in the last 3 years. You also have to take into account, okay, like he's been doing that at Mizzou. So, like, he would change the level of player that he had. Mm-hmm. And so that's all I said. Mm-hmm. And so then it has 42 comments telling me why Eli Drinkwitz is a bad coach. And I'm like, again, like, I'm not even saying, like, he's got to be the guy for LSU. I'm just telling you he's not a bad football coach. You just said
it. I don't understand the hate.
I don't understand the hate.
Right.
Again, last 3 years, 28-8. He beat Ohio State in a Cotton Bowl. Like, there's a lot of good for Eli Drinkwitz. Would it work here? I don't know.
And honestly, let's be honest. He's done a lot of good at Missouri in the SEC.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like this traditional powerhouse, especially a traditional SEC powerhouse, and they have outperformed any expectations that I think anybody would have set for Missouri in the SEC. And I would say outperformed it by a long shot. So asking a reasonable question, but I get it. I mean, like,
all caps, Adam, all caps.
And like, I got crushed the other day on the show for just asking a reasonable question. Is like, is this whole saga about Lane Kiffin, is he actually worth it? Is he worth all of this drama as a head coach? Posing the question, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Right. I mean, I think odds would say he's probably not worth all this. I don't think it's Lane Kiffin or bust, or Lane Kiffin or die, like a ride or die situation. It's like, let's take a look at some other coaches. I think there's plenty of coaches. There's a handful of coaches that could be very, very successful here and be the long-term answer.
Yeah, again, I think he's somebody that is. I think Eli's a good football coach, and yeah, he has taken advantage of the schedule that was in front of him, and he's won the games that he's supposed to, which is something that's not always done, certainly in college football. And again, he might not be the right guy for this job. I think he would have a lot of advantages because he would keep the defensive staff in place. You'd have continuity there, but to say he's a bad coach, I think is just flat out wrong. I think Eli's proven that he is a good college football coach. And, well,
that's the thing, too. Like, you talk about you win the games you should, right?
Yeah.
And well, if you win the games you should at a place like LSU, that's damn near winning all your games.
Yeah.
Like at Missouri, it's not winning the games you should isn't winning all your games. But if you take that mentality and that focus of getting the best out of your roster, not the best out of the roster that you're playing, like a lot of teams do that. LSU has succumbed to that. Like they play down to their opponent, right? And like it's just happened. I'm sorry, but like if you get the best out of your roster, which is what Drinkwitz has done at his time at Missouri, then at LSU you're going to win most of your games. Yeah,
guys. I know the stat, and then y'all got it ready to go, and it's copy paste. I know the record and wins over 500. Like I know those things. And again, I'm not saying like he's the top guy. And again, like I've known Drink for a long time. I don't think he's the guy that a lot of people say, oh, he's this nerd guy. It's like he's not that. But I do think he's a good football coach. That's what we're saying. Like it might not be at LSU, but still, Eli Drinkwitz is a good football coach.
You got to wrap your head around it. Like you got to understand LSU that like there's a potential. There's maybe 2 handfuls of names that we could hear be announced as the LSU head coach. Let's not like start this out by hating on that. Like you could hear Eli Drinkwitz be announced as the LSU head coach, right? So questions like this need to be asked. Is Lane Kiffin the only person that's great? No. Is he like what's the hate? What's the totality of the hate for Eli Drinkwitz? You know what I mean? It's just like there's so many people. There's a handful of people that could be named as the head football coach for LSU. So we need to kind of be a little bit open-minded on the positives and the takeaways.
Hey, look, I know we are lonely on this island thinking that, and this is what coaching searches do, and they make you try to find the absolute worst part of a coach. Like none of the good stuff. It's all the bad stuff if you don't want him. If you're like asking me like, hey, who's your like number one guy? Looking back and thinking on it, it wouldn't be Drink. Now, I do think Drink would win games at LSU. Like we said the other day, I think it's like 5 guys that I would say, okay, give them the keys and they can go out there and they can find a way. Like yesterday, we talked about Kenny Dillingham. I've known Kenny for a long time. Had many conversations with him, even when he was an OC, and I'm like, that's a guy that I would play for. Yep. That's a guy that I would love to be a part of his team. I would go to bat for Kenny Dillingham. Like I wrote up a profile on him yesterday and talked about him in length and what he's done as a coordinator, what he's done with different quarterbacks, with different skill sets, what he's done as a head coach at Arizona State, taking over a horrible situation left by Herm Edwards. And so,
well, look, even what you talked about yesterday, bringing up the facts of what he did with Bo Nix, was pretty fantastic. I mean, you looked at Auburn, Oregon, and when Dillingham wasn't around Bo Nix, how Bo Nix struggled. So it's which is it makes a lot of sense. That timeline matches up. And then you got a guy, then you get the rumors about Sam Leavitt and potentially not being at Arizona State next year. So
and Kenny Dillingham could, like, as soon as the regular season's over, he could be here.
Yep, exactly. There's a lot of positives, and I think that is probably, if not, and I don't want to speak for you, but we've talked about this all week, right? And I think we've kind of like landed on, we got this handful, we got 5 or 6 guys, and I think Lane Kiffin certainly one, Dillingham's one, Drinkwitz is one. We talked about Brent Key, although I think he pretty much told us a couple of weeks ago, like, cut me open and see what colors I bleed. I think that he kind of told us right there he wasn't going anywhere. And then I think, I think Blake Baker could do it. And we've talked about Kelvin Shepard this whole time, too. So I don't know if it's going to be one of those people. I have no idea. I just think that if you're telling me to pick a short list right now, I think that would be it.
I really started this whole segment not even to bring up all the Drinkwitz stuff from Twitter last night. And again, just said he wasn't a bad football coach. But, you mentioned that because I was talking to you about it here off air. To start this segment, I was going to talk about Jon Sumrall. He was going to meet with Florida yesterday, and then, that was the report. He was meeting with Florida, and then there was a report 2 hours later that it was not going to happen, and he was taking his name out of consideration for the Florida job.
Smart man.
We talked about like Jon Sumrall last year could have gone to multiple places, and he didn't like the timing of it, and so he decided because of that to stay at Tulane. Like right now, they're in the college football playoff. Like right now. Now, work to do, the American, who knows what's going to happen? It's been chaotic all year. But if you're Florida and you got the Tulane coach saying, no, I'm good. Like right now, like where are you at with your search?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's a couple of things. He either doesn't want that job because he doesn't like where the program's at, or he wants to be super committed to Tulane, but that'd be a little short. That'd be a little narrow-minded, I believe, of him. Or he's saying that he doesn't feel like he would have a real opportunity. They might just be kicking the tires with him a little bit. I don't know. For some reason, I look at that. I feel like Sumrall to Auburn makes sense for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That feels like kind of how Franklin just got hired at Virginia Tech. That felt comfortable to me. That felt right. Sumrall to Auburn for some reason feels right to me.
That's a job that is kind of getting lost. Mm-hmm. Because I think the headlines of the Lane in Florida or LSU, that's been on the forefront. You've got this Jon Sumrall situation. That was probably the biggest story yesterday. You've got James Franklin going to Virginia Tech. It feels quiet with Penn State. It feels really quiet with the Auburn Tigers. And remember, the last time Auburn hired a coach, it was not quiet, right? It was they were trying to get they were the team trying to get Lane Kiffin. And then they end up getting Hugh Freeze, but I don't feel like you're hearing anything from Auburn right now.
Yeah, I think they probably kind of like it that way. They're probably going a little bit under the radar, interviewing all these coaches and people not tracking flights and doing all that stuff, so they can probably a little bit more discreetly interview a lot of people. So it might be a little bit more attractive. I just feel like Sumrall to Auburn makes a lot of sense, and I don't know why. I don't know Sumrall. I've seen him interviewed a few times. I know that Tulane's relevant.
Great.
So
he's got a great personality.
Yeah, I've seen him interviewed
and I've old school energy.
I've already I can pinpoint his personality just based on this couple times I've heard him speak, and it just feels like a good Auburn fit. That's all I know. That's my professional opinion right there.
Yeah, I mean, for Jon Sumrall's career, he started out as a player at Kentucky. Then he was a GA at Kentucky. Then he went to San Diego. I believe he was there when Harbaugh was still there. Maybe his first year was Harbaugh's last year at the University of San Diego. Then he goes to Tulane as a co-DC in 2012, and he was there 2012, 13, and 14. And then he goes to Troy, where he was assistant head coach there, and then he goes to Ole Miss for a year, and then he goes back to Kentucky where he was a player for, I think, 3 seasons, and then he's a head coach for Troy before he goes to Tulane. He's 40-11 in his career as a head coach, and so a lot of people assume he's been waiting on the Kentucky job and Mark Stoops to open up, and it looked like it was going to happen, and then now Kentucky's kind of put together a nice little winning streak, and it's what do we do? So, if you're Kentucky and Mark Stoops is the longest tenured SEC coach, now you got to kind of make a decision. Do we move on from Coach Stoops, or do we ride this wave that he's had, the back portion of the season, beating Auburn, beating Florida, whoever?
Yeah. I don't know. Crazy times in college football, crazy times in the SEC. And I just got to figure out, because it was part of my bold predictions before the year, I just got to figure out where John Gruden's going to wind up in the SEC. He's going somewhere.
No, he's not.
Yeah, bro.
No, he's not.
It's John Gruden.
That's fine. He's not.
John freaking Gruden.
What's that mean? Nothing.
Exactly.
Groomers.
Wait, what'd you say?
Groomers instead of rumors.
Oh, groomers.
Groomers.
Got it.
Yeah.
But didn't he have? But I thought you were trying to didn't he have?
No, you don't remember that? That's message board. For years, it was groomers.
Oh no.
Because he was going to have every SEC.
But didn't he have
job.
Gruden's grinders?
Yes, he did.
I thought you were just misremembering that.
Nope.
Groomers.
Message board groomers.
I want him to coach. He's awesome. I don't know as a coach, but personality.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB live here from Pro Dreams when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing. Check out the 5-star reviews right there on the homepage. Check out what they can do for you at your home, at your business. Remember, we are talking about Lafayette. We're talking about in Baton Rouge, both locations, boots on the ground. Not just one location driving back and forth on the basin, but actually set up shop right there in the local communities as well. Always doing big things in the local communities, and you know they are the best roofing company, pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, I don't know if they're boots on the ground. I don't know if boots are the proper roof walking.
I bet, yeah.
Footwear.
Work boot.
work boot, maybe like a nice roofing tennis shoe. I don't know what the best one is, but whatever it is, they got it going on over there at Pelican Roof, the best roofing company in Louisiana. You got a lot of options out there. Make sure you give Pelican Roof a call. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. They will dedicate a project manager specifically to your job to get that TLC every single day on your project. Go check them out. PelicanRoof.com, PelicanRoof.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Pro Dreams.
Dude. Never mind. Go ahead.
I don't even want to know what you're about to say. I thought you were about to just wax poetic about Résumé Medical.
Oh, wait, always.
I love when I catch you.
Yeah, you do catch me. You like to catch me off guard.
Oh, actually, I do. No,
are you talking about our new partners?
Yeah, we are very excited to have them back on the show. Obviously, cannot wait to get started. Can't wait to get those labs drawn to kind of see what's going on. See what's going on with this situation right now and get on a path for success. Getting back to feeling, Matthew, like my youthful self.
Take a look under the hood a little bit.
Yeah.
See what's happening. We age.
That we do, Derek. It's like that we do.
It's the energy, man. The energy goes down. The libido goes down. The focus, the passion for everything, man. That's what you need, HRT, and they're the number one HRT supplier in the whole state. Locations all over the state, so you got no excuse.
Like really all over the state.
Like I know we get aired, and we're all the way. We're you can hear our voices all over Louisiana right now. Well, they got offices there, so go check them out. Go see them at rejuvemedical.com. And if you pre-book that first appointment, those initial labs, you'll get 20% off right there. So look, there's no reason to have low energy. I'm talking to you, man. Go get fixed up. They're the best, and we are proud to be partnered up.
All right, I want to ask you something about, because it's so funny. A lot of people have so many different thoughts, and they're just like so absolute in their thoughts whenever you have a coaching search.
Hold on a second.
What?
I had an epiphany during the break, and I shared it in the chat. But if Eli Drinkwitz becomes the head coach at LSU, I got a new I'm going to have to do everything I can. I got a new spokesperson for My High. I'm Eli Drinkwitz, and I drink My High. Drink My High with drink.
That's true.
Does that sound amazing or what?
Yeah. So now you're switching from Kenny Dillingham to drink because of that?
Yep. So, look, I'm Eli, drink My High.
Oh, I like it all. Yeah, okay.
Everything. It rhymes. Yeah. Eli rhymes with My High.
Yeah.
And it's just a fit.
Yeah, I saw it. Gosh, and I'm so sorry. I can't give you credit for this. Whoever said it yesterday, don't drink. Or no, sorry, it was don't sip, drink.
Ah, I like that. I like that. So this is good stuff. Like we can take this. So Eli Drinkwitz, my number one.
There you go. Well, yeah, you changed because of your company there. Yep. Not biased at all. We talked, I think it was like last week at some point maybe, about timing. And, of course, we put the video out there, and everybody's like, it doesn't matter about timing if you get the right guy. I hear you, but it does. So, like, some of the people that we're talking about, like, you would be able to, right after the Oklahoma game, name your head coach. And there's a couple of people, like, that, aren't involved in the college football playoff right now. Because the only thing you worry about if you wait, if you don't make the move right then, like, what if you get left at the altar? Like, that's always a concern for you as well. So many different jobs are open right now that if you did wait on a certain candidate, right, and you got left at the altar, like, all the other people that would be available would probably already be gone. So, like, that's certainly a concern. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things that kind of come into play here.
Yeah, that is certainly a fear, especially if you're number one. Let's just say it is, Lane. If they make a playoff run, that's a deep playoff run. I think right now they're scheduled. They're on pace right now to host a home playoff game in the first round. You're hosting. You got a home field advantage. in the first round of playoffs, that probably a good shot you're going to the second round. So you just you'll have to continuously wait. And there is always a chance that you are not chosen. We've seen those episodes of The Bachelor where that guy goes to the altar. That girl's expecting him to get on a knee. But guess what? He doesn't. He says, I'm sending you home. I know I did the overnight date with you. The episode before, I met your family. You've met mine. But sorry, breaking up with you. That's what you get for dating multiple people at once. Man, she seemed shocked.
I did see. I saw a great AI picture. It was Lane like in a suit with a rose, and it had Florida, Ole Miss, and LSU, and it was straight Bachelor, and yeah, it was great. It was great.
So LSU,
who gets the final rose?
It's just like that. It's just like The Bachelor. Like if you are going to play that game and wait and hope that he proposes to you instead of Florida or just sticking with his current boo, Ole Miss, you can't be shocked if he does leave you at the altar.
Right. Yeah. The timing of it is something that does need to be considered, I think, because of how long it could be and also what could be left over if you do, in fact, get left at the altar there. Because, look, if you wait, let's say you wait on Lane Kiffin, right? Let's say that you do wait and he wants to come and you've gotten that word and you've had the back channel conversations that it's going to happen, okay? Let's say they win a game and then they win another game and then they win another game. He's like, wait a minute, hold up. I think I changed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is like, that would be human nature. Like that would be like, that'd be something like with the more momentum that you get, like
I guess we are forgetting too. Like we are forgetting that it, from all reports at least. Now Lane Kiffin denied this on the Pat McAfee show, but from all reports, Ole Miss isn't going to let him leave somebody at the altar because of the quote unquote ultimatum that he received that he has to have a decision by the Egg Bowl, which. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's that conversation that's been had. Maybe they didn't give him an actual deadline. This is before this game. But, like, it doesn't sound like, and they shouldn't, I agree with this, they shouldn't let him coach all the way through. So, in that case, if he doesn't make a decision, I guess he could be available in a couple of weeks. So, I don't even know if Lane Kiffin's going to give you that possibility of waiting it out and then being left at the altar because of Ole Miss, rightfully so, potentially forcing his hand.
Yeah. Says Kiffin leaves us hanging like Bryce Underwood. I was like, you had Bryce for a long, long time.
Lane Kiffin of Michigan?
Until you didn't.
Oh, but look, we keep forgetting to talk about Lane Kiffin potentially reunion with Jackson Dart.
With the Giants, yeah, for sure.
Dude, you see Scatterbear?
I did not see that one that you that sent it.
Yeah,
I hadn't watched it yet.
I guess he's new on Twitch. I don't really know what Twitch is, but yeah,
it's the one that Dev made fun of us for not knowing what it was.
Yep. So he's doing a lot of different things right now to entertain himself, and he popped off to some people on social media about like, hey, I just got my season-ending injury, blah blah blah. I'm like looking for ways to entertain myself. So I think he started getting some followers on Twitch, and he decided to chug an energy drink out of a game-used shoe of his.
Naturally.
With his shirt off.
Who among us?
Who among us hasn't done that? And, he chugged the shoe right there, and you could, see the moment where the caffeine just hit all at once.
Yep.
And he tweaks out a little bit. Pretty wild. Starts flexing.
Sure. All right, Cam.
So just completely normal stuff. He did it because I think he got, to 1,000 followers or something like that on
Twitch, which we still don't know what it is. We'll find out one day. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done. When you go to the website, you're going to be able to have a chat right there on the homepage. You can check out past client results, cases they can handle for you in the courtroom. If you're looking to see what they're doing on social media, like throughout the local communities here in Louisiana, like the incredible bike giveaway that they do every year at Get Gordon's, always the handle on all major social media. And they do that throughout the state of Louisiana. That's the cool part. Like, they care about the entire state. So When you need to get in contact with them, it's your area code wherever you're at in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
Yeah, Jake just mentioned like the awesome bike giveaway they do during the holiday season. Like, and we all know about all the work that they do in the community. We know the work they've done with LSU athletes, with the amazing G team. We've seen those billboards. We've seen all the billboards and all the fun stuff they bring to Louisiana with that. But at the heart of everything, they're here to fight for Louisiana people all over when you've been injured. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Check them out. If you've been hurt, it is not your fault. Go see them at getgordon.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. We are live from Pro Dreams. I want to remind you, go to pro-dreams.com. Use promo code Hester and Flynn. Hester first, in case anybody was wondering.
And you spell out and, no ampersand.
Yes, you do. And you get 20% off your entire order.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, I know we're back. I'm just
your entire order.
I'm just enjoying the conversation, my guy.
So you could literally buy their whole store for 20% off.
Technically, there seems to be a couple things missing on this wall. Maybe had a good run here of sales.
They've been popping.
So, the Joe Burrow frame jersey, the Drew Brees frame jersey, the Dylan Cruz.
Oh, look at King Griffey Jr. robbing a home run over there.
Where's that one?
Autographed.
Oh, I do like that one. 20% off. And so, holidays coming up. Go ahead and get out in front of it. 20% off.
They still got the Emmitt Smith and Joe Montana handshake auto. Double auto.
I thought you said you were going to get that one.
Oh, no. I don't know, 20% off.
That's why you waited.
Yeah, I always wait for the Black Friday deals. You know what I'm saying?
You all right?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't, forgot the microphone was right in my face.
Yeah.
It's on me.
I don't know if you can hear yourself, but whenever we have these mics,
you can hear everything.
You do have a little bit of Hanny in you. Just a little bit.
Sorry.
It's all right. You'll get used to it.
I'm very fidgety, That's with my sound effects too.
Yep. You still got to give us the cadence.
Okay.
You promised us that.
Yep. Coming up.
All right. Coming up, hour number 3.
Off the Bench.
All right, LSU Snacks, the officially licensed snacks of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes. So you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar, a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips packed with protein and lower in sugar. Or you can grab the Win Bites, gluten-free bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with the perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at Rouse's or order them online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Here's the thing. You don't even have to hunt them down at the store. Either you can at Rouse's. They're right there by the cash register, but you can go to lsusnacks.com. How about the Win Bar? Probably the most creative snack name in all of the snack world right there. So go. Every single bite supports LSU athletes. So go check them out at your local, either lsusnacks.com or go to your local Rouse's local grocery store.